Time keeps moving forward. But some stories never lose their meaning. One such story is the story of the ox. The ox is not just another zodiac sign. It is a symbol of quiet strength, discipline, patience, and self-sacrifice. People born under the ox zodiac are often misunderstood because they don't rush, they don't boast, and they don't complain. They simply keep going. In Chinese culture, the ox represents harvest, stability, and good fortune. But behind this symbol lies a story that many people have never truly heard. Long before the ox became part of the zodiac, it served as a messenger of the heavenly palace. It traveled back and forth between heaven and earth, faithfully carrying out divine tasks. The ox was trusted because it was sincere, hardworking, and obedient. One day, the ruler of heaven, the Jade Emperor, learned that a vast desert on Earth was causing terrible sandstorms. People living near the desert were suffering, crops failed, homes were buried, and life became increasingly difficult. The people prayed for help, hoping heaven would show mercy and restore balance to the land. Moved by their suffering, the Jade Emperor decided to act. He summoned the ox and gave a simple command: go to Earth and plant grass in the desert so the land may heal. But fate can turn on a single misunderstanding. The ox, earnest but careless, misunderstood the order. Instead of planting grass in the desert, it planted enormous amounts of grass in fertile farmland. Fields meant for crops were overtaken by wild grass. Farmers struggled. The problem was not solved, it was multiplied. When the Jade Emperor saw what had happened, his anger was fierce. In heaven, mistakes carry consequences. As punishment, he banished the ox from the heavenly palace, sentencing it to live on earth forever, plowing fields and eating grass, serving farmers for all eternity. As the ox fell from heaven to earth, it crashed heavily to the ground. In the fall, it lost its upper front teeth. To this day, they never grew back. The ox was filled with guilt. It knew its mistake had caused harm. From that moment on, it vowed to make amends, not with words, but with action. Day after day, season after season, the ox worked tirelessly. It plowed hard soil until it became soft and fertile. It turned weeds into dung, the richest natural fertilizer for crops. With the ox's help, harvests grew stronger, food became abundant, and villages flourished. The ox never asked for recognition. It never complained about its punishment. It simply worked. Over time, both humans and heaven began to notice. The ox's devotion, humility, and endurance slowly earned respect. Eventually, it was granted a rare opportunity, the chance to participate in the great zodiac race. Rule was simple. Only the first 12 animals to cross the finish line would earn a place in the Chinese Zodiac. On the night before the race, the ox was so excited that it couldn't sleep. Afraid of being late, it woke up early and began its journey long before the others. Steady, focused, unstoppable, it moved forward with determination. But at the very last moment, something unexpected happened. The rat, clever and opportunistic, had been riding quietly on the ox's back. Just before the finish line, the rat leapt ahead and claimed first place. Many people say the rat exploited the ox. And perhaps it did. But the ox did not argue. It did not protest. It did not hold resentment. The ox still considered the rat a friend. Because the ox values effort over applause, duty over ego, and harmony over victory. Looking back at recent years, many of us feel that life itself has sometimes resembled the rat, full of tricks, confusion, broken promises, and hidden intentions. Plans didn't unfold as expected. Trust was tested. The world felt uncertain. Yet this is exactly when the spirit of the ox matters most. The ox teaches us that progress does not need noise. Strength does not need validation. And loss does not mean failure. Even the ox's missing teeth, once a symbol of punishment, became a strength. Without upper front teeth, the ox could eat grass faster, work longer, and endure more. This is life's greatest lesson. What we believe is our weakness today may become our greatest power tomorrow. in the present moment. As we move forward into new cycles, we need the ox's energy more than ever to drive away negativity, to rebuild stability, to restore faith in honest effort. The ox does not chase success. The ox creates it slowly, silently, steadily. It may not finish first in the race. But without the ox, the race itself could not exist. And that is why, in my mind, the ox will always be number one.